Okay, so the first poem I'm going to read is called Ice Library, and it's based on an article I read about a library made of ice. So people wrote in their wishes and dreams, and they were written on ice, and then they were put in Siberia. So I have this image in my mind, and that's what it's about. Ice Library. A wall of wishes etched in ice, volumes of desire and desperation stacked up till spring, polished by the winter night. The written word is permanent until the mercury rises, the sun regains its strength, its warm beneficence lights up the pages, shelf by shelf. The scripts begin to blur, the longings in Cyrillic, Roman, Arabic trickle together, creating rivulets, then streams, which flow into Lake Baikal, water meeting water, nothing to tell them apart. The lake swallows 1,000 dreams. Who will dare to drink from it? This one's for my mum, who loved singing hymns. And it's called, it helps if you know the hymn Angels from the Realms of Glory, but don't worry if you don't. It's called In Excelsis. Above her heart, still ticking doggedly on, she is singing those hymns she learnt at chapel. Beyond her brain, where connections are failing, her voice trills the carol's chorus, and she's pleased. She can still hold the note, the long breath needed for the gloria. Though when it's done, she pauses to gather herself, loses her thread, searches behind her for the lost congregation. But just to cheer you up a bit, so this is a bit more light-hearted, and it's from a poetry course when we were asked to write from the point of view of an object, and it's called It's a Mugs Game. I was her first. When she moved in, she had nothing. Bought me from a charity shop, thought my slogan quirky. Love, written round my non-existent waist, is for softies. I never felt alone in the cupboard, not because I was joined by two chipped and very mismatched plates, but because she took me out every morning, warmed me up with tea, then held me to her lips. Evenings it was hot chocolate and pearl pink lipstick marks, which she rubbed off carefully with a soft yellow sponge. Dried me with a tea towel too. It's the little things make all the difference. Over time she brought in others, a bright red chappie who supported some crappy local football team, a curvy Chinese number she kept for when her mum came round, bit standoffish, but polite enough. But it was always me she used. Tea in the mornings, chocolate evenings. Then something changed. The lipstick moved from pink to scarlet. She'd come in late, too late for chocolate. Once or twice she even plied me with wine. I don't know why. I mean, she had glasses. That's their job. Next thing I know, a whole load of the worst kind of crockery turns up. Cupboard full to heaving. I'm pushed to the back, hardly used, ignored. The young ones always talking coffee, wild parties, days spent unwashed in the sink. And when they come back, you can smell it on them. I bide my time, hear the shouting, then bang, crash, scream. A big hand reaches in and pulls me out. I see some of the young ones on the floor, in smithereens. I fear the worst. She's not there, but he just fills me up with hot water, bums the tea bag in, and before I know it, it's all slurping and facial hair. A bit tickly, but I could get used to it. Soon we're getting along just fine, me wrapped in his strong, rough fingers. Then she walks in.